Meet Mark, a 59-year-old suffering from glaucoma due to a childhood injury where he almost lost the use of his right eye entirely. Find out how Mark reduced his ocular pressure to its lowest level ever.
Hi, I'm Dr. Tom Gionis, host of The Doctor's View, Nature's Medicine, and more. Welcome to the show. We have a patient of ours, Mark, here today. How are you, Mark?
Good.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you.
Mark, you have an amazing story that started out with some pecans.
Yeah.
When you were 5 years old.
Ironically. Yeah.
And you've had a very interesting road and journey since then. Tell us briefly about it. What happened at 5?
When my family lived in Mobile, Alabama, there's lots of pecan trees there. I have an older brother who just happened to be trying out for Little League. So he was tossing them at a tree.
How was his arm?
It was pretty good, actually. It knocked me off my feet. I took one right in the eye, a pecan nut. Accidentally got in front of him and took a pecan nut in the shell, solidly thrown straight in the eyeball at 5 years old. Caused a lot of damage. And in 1964, our eye surgery wasn't what it is today.
Yes.
They did their best. They were able to save my eye. Initially, they thought I was going to lose it, but they were able to save it. But since then, since I was 5 years old, there was, they called it secondary glaucoma. They may have a more modern term for it now, but it was caused from an injury. It wasn't DNA.
It was a pressure problem in your eye?
It was a pressure problem in my eye because the tear ducts, the in and out tear ducts became smaller and constricted, so the pressure going in was greater than the pressure coming out. So I ended up with a greater pressure. I'm an engineer, by the way.
Excellent.
I'm
glad you appreciate how this works.
Thank you. So the pressure in my right eye was higher, and it was the potential for blindness was there. So I'd gone to a doctor. They didn't want to treat me until my early 20s. So in my early 20s, they put me on a medication that had side effects that I weren't quite happy with. So at that point, I decided to self-medicate. And every time I went back to the doctor on my yearly visits, they saw my pressure starting to come down. And it was as a direct result of using marijuana at the time. And then it became legal. I got my license in Colorado. I'm being seen by a VA doctor. We saw over time that the pressure was coming down.
Now, the pressure was initially in the 30s, 32?
33, something like
33,
that.
and then down in Mobile, you got it down to about 20?
Yes.
And that's when you started the medical cannabis program?
The medical cannabis program in Colorado.
Okay.
And that's when it got down to low 20s, sometimes in the high teens. And then I moved to Florida in April, immediately got my medical marijuana license here through you. And
started treating
immediately. My last pressure check at the VA in September, it was down to 12, and it's never been that long. 12.
Your doctor must have freaked out.
Yeah, she's asking me how it's happening, and I told her, I said, it's medical marijuana. I have a medical marijuana license here in the state of Florida.
And she's a government doctor.
She's a government doctor.
Could she at least smile?
Well, she cracked a smile.
She cracked a smile. You know, they're in a funny position. The U.S. government has a patent that says cannabinoids lowers intraocular pressure.
Right.
Yet the government still is in this quandary on what to do with medical cannabis. Now 33 states have approved it for good reason. It's helping patients, and good reason like you.
Right.
There's some controversy with glaucoma still in the scientific and the political literature. Some say it works, some say it doesn't. But I have a lot of people who sit in this chair.
Well, there's a lot to be said about proof.
Yeah.
You know, their legal system works that way. Show me. And even our scientific community, to some degree, works on proof. Show me the work. We go through all these experiments to prove or disprove. And I think I'm living proof. This started a long, long time ago for me. And I'm proof. And I've told people this a number of times. Doctors, how are you doing it? I can see we're not medicating you. I said, I don't want you to medicate me because I saw what your drops will do. The Timoptic was really rough.
Has a lot of adverse side effects and side effects. I'm delighted for you.
Thank you.
I am pleased. I'm pleased as can be that you're doing well. I just think it's great news for you to share with us your story in this new year.
It's my pleasure.
And we're honored to be your doctors. And if there's anything you need, you just let us know.
Thank you. Y'all been great. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
So buy from a medical doctor. Buy with confidence. Nature's own doctor. Physician reviewed. Naturally better.